We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Good morning, all of you. In last lecture, we complete the 3 topic, and it is Boyle's law, Charles law, and combined case. So here today, here I share one whiteboard to all of you. So okay, in last lecture we studied about this. It is a combined case law. After this, so I clear out all the things. Now today's topic is, there are one word. It is a relation between CP and CV. Okay, it is the main thing. It is the main topic. CP and CV. Okay. As you study in the chapter number 1, there are one word is a specific heat. So C it is known as a specific heat. So specific heat at constant pressure and specific heat at constant volume. So we want to find out the relation between these two. So for this, what you have to prepare, and there are simple things are there. You can write down the things or the theory in the 5 or 6 step or 7 or 8 step. Okay, but for preparation, how to prepare the theory, so here I give only the 2 or 3 trick, so you can prepare easily. And if you want to go through the step by step the procedure, then you can find in the different type of book from the basic mechanical engineering. Okay, but whatever I teach to you, don't write down the same thing in the exam. Okay, it is for the preparation purpose, now for to clear your concept as well. Now what we need, CP and CV. So for this, first of all you have to consider the, so here I write down the one thing you have to prepare first. Consider the unit mass. Okay, if you consider the m kg of mass, okay, m kg of mass, okay, m kg of mass which is heated at constant pressure and constant volume. So two things are there. One is volume constant, and second is pressure constant. So here we bifurcate the two things. So here I draw one line here. Okay, so you can easily understand. Now two things are there. So here I write down, if the volume is constant, then what happen? Okay. And here I write down second thing, pressure is constant, then what happen to the gas? If they consider the m kg of mass of gas, okay, here it is gas. Gas which is related constant pressure and constant volume. So as we know, if the gas is heated at constant volume, then what is the value of work done? It is 0. But before this, we have to write down one equation, and it is, we know, it is Q. Heat is supplied at constant volume means QV is equal to, in chapter number 1 you study about the equation of Q, it is MC delta T. So simply write down MC delta T means temperature difference. Okay, so here I write down the capital, so you can easily understand T2 minus T1. It is equation number 1. Now what is the value of M? It is unit mass, but for the concept purpose you have to write down MC delta T. But here you have to write down what? It is QV, so here it is CV. Okay, so write down CV. Write down again the equation. It is QV is equal to M. Now it is CV. Okay, it is T2 minus T1. That is equation number 1. Now same, write down the equation here also, but in exam I forget the things. Okay, so it is QP is equal to MCP, small letter, so you can understand, T2 minus T1. Okay, so it is equation number 2. The second equation you have to write down is about the work done. Okay, about the work done. So sign of work done is W, as we know. Work done here, it is 0. The first of all basic equation you can write down, it is V2 minus V1. So because of volume constant, it is 0. Equation number 2. Okay. But here it is not 0 because pressure is constant, so pressure is common out. It is V2 minus V1. Understand? Now this is equation number 3, and it is equation number, both are equation number 3. Okay, no mistake, I write down the things. Now whatever the name of the equation, it doesn't matter. Now the last thing is, according to first law, what is Q? Okay, so here I write down, before this, write down the equation of changing internal energy. It is delta U. So I write down the capital U. U is equal to mc delta T. It is the common equation for both. Don't write down the T2 minus T1. But here again, U is equal to M CV. So I think we have the confusion about this. Solve the things. Okay. First of all, write down the equation. Here you can see that MCV, because volume is constant. But here MCV, why? Because whatever the change in the temperature, okay, internal energy is a function of temperature, as we know, it is a true things. But whatever the change in volume is due to the internal energy, so it is correlated. So don't write down the CP here, like here QP is equal to MCP, QV is equal to MCV, but CV is same, either it is constant volume or constant pressure. Now if I bifurcate the things in constant pressure, then here I write down, according to first law, what is Q? Q is equal to U plus W, right? U plus W. So put the value of U and W into this equation. So what is Q? Means what is QP? So here I write down all the things in one line. It is MCP delta T. Okay. It is T2 minus T1 is equal to what? U. What is U? MCV T2 minus T1 plus what is W? PV2 minus V1. If I write down the PV2 minus V1, in exam you can write down the PV2 minus V1. In the next step, write down the PV is equal to MRT according to combined case law. So if M is common out, okay, M is common out. What is in a bracket? PV is equal to PV2 MRT2, PV1 MRT1. So M and R both are coming common out, and in bracket it is T2 minus T1. Okay, MRT minus T1. So here you can see that M is cancel out, T2 minus T1 is cancel out. So what is the remaining thing? CP, CV, and R. So what is the equation? CP minus CV, CP minus CV is equal to R. And it is the main equation. It is the relation between, whatever you write down the equation number, it is 4 or 5. CP minus CV is equal to R. So it is the main thing. Okay. In exam, write down in the theory form. Consider the mkg of mass which is heated at constant volume and pressure. Then after write down about the volume means write down this equation QE, W and U. Then after write down about the constant pressure, if gas is heated constant pressure, then what happened QP, what about the W and what about the U. Then after bifurcate the things in only pressure, then you will get the equation Cp minus Cv is equal to R. Okay. Now if we take the ratio of both, it is subtraction. Okay. It is also the things you have to keep in mind. It is Cp by Cv and it is known as the adiabatic index is equal to gamma. Okay, so here I don't have the sign in whiteboard. Okay, so Cp minus Cv is equal to gamma and the value of gamma for the air is 1.4. Okay, and it is known as the adiabatic index. Let us prepare this for the exam. So here I cleared all the things. Okay, so in this lecture we study about only relation between Cp and Cv. Okay, now the next thing is here I said the next topic in slide. Once here I stop the things and again I share the PPT so you can easily understand. Yeah, so here the gas constant we study about this relation. Okay, types of process. Yes, the next thing is the types of process. There are two type of process. At the bottom you can see that it is a flow and non-flow. In our chapter number 3 we study about these things. Non-flow process is one in which there is no mass interaction across the boundary. Okay, or in a flow process, as we know that when the fluid is entered and when the work is done, then after it is coming out. Okay, so there are mass interaction are there. So we study about in the next lecture about the brief study of the non-flow and only non-flow process. And in non-flow there are five basic type of process are there. One is a constant volume, then after constant pressure, isothermal, polytropic and adiabatic. Okay. Last three, it is the most time we things. Most of the time in the exam it is asked for the 7 months or for the 4 months exam. Most of the example is asked from these last three, but for the concept purpose you have to study about the all the five things. Okay, these five process is known as a non-flow process when there are no mass interaction. Okay, so next lecture we study about all the process. Now I stop the slide. Thank you very much.